Our coverage continues now of the deadly wildfires burning across the Los Angeles County area. Right now, you are seeing video sent exclusively to King 5. These images from Zeke Handel, who lives in the Pacific Palisades area, as he and others were evacuating this neighborhood. As of this hour, the fires have destroyed tens of thousands of acres, claiming more than 1,000 structures and at least 5 lives. Joining us live now from Santa Monica, California is Matthew King. He grew up and went to school in the Palisades area. He has lived in California all his life. Matthew, thank you so much for being with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Good. I'm happy to be here, Joyce.
We want viewers to know, first of all, that you're safe where you are, but you do have a house full of people who have had to evacuate the fire zone. Tell us who's there, why they're there.
That's right, Joyce. I mean, part of my city is being evacuated. Where I am on the southern end is not at danger right now. But I have my mother and 2 other people that are in the affected area from the Palisades burn zone, and they're staying with us for the next couple of days until things settle out.
We want to show some video that you sent us from your cousin Robert from Sunset Boulevard in the Palisades, and then talk to us about what you're hearing from family and friends. I understand that at least one cousin lost her house.
Exactly. My cousin Allison is devastated right now. Her home is gone. She's lived there for 30 years. And that's really the case. I mean, living in LA, you're kind of used to these seasonal wind events and wildfires, but this is the most devastating fire that LA County has ever experienced. And so you think you know what these things are going to be, and usually you can get through them. But this is at a scale none of us have ever seen before. I mean, it's a bit of a cliche, a war zone, but if you look at this footage, it looks like literally a bomb has been dropped on these areas.
And I know you've talked to friends, including Zeke, who sent us this video, who escaped the flames. I can't imagine what it was like for him. And for those you know who've lost their homes, driving down the street and seeing this kind of devastation.
Are you, Nicole?
That's really the tough part, Joyce. You know, many of these people, it was later in the afternoon, they left in the evening, and they fled their homes quickly, and they came to homes like mine, and my neighbor is housing 9 people as we speak. And so think about this. Those people woke up this morning and 4 families lost their home while 2 others' homes were spared. And I just think about the pain in that household and the conflicted feelings where some people were able to escape and some people lost everything. And so it's just unfathomable to think what it must be like to just have to leave in a moment's notice and not knowing what's going to happen until the sun comes up in the morning. Right. Now we're dealing with the aftermath.
And I know your mom is with you as well. She's had to evacuate twice, I believe, in the last year. And this is not far removed from your own personal experience. I understand that your high school burned down. You're a surfer. You grew up in the Palisades area, and there are a lot of landmarks there that are sentimental and familiar to you.
Yeah, I mean, we all do texts and we catch up on Facebooks, you know, from your high school days. And now we're sending texts about RIP Palisades High School, where we all went. And it's not only the danger, it's like you lose part of your memories, and it's frightening. And the other thing just to point out to your viewers is that there's multiple fires going on. So this is just not in this one area where it started, but today I found out that the high school that I attended is gone, but there's also a golf course over in the Pasadena area where I've spent a lot of time, and my friend worked in the clubhouse. That's burnt down. I played many rounds of golf there. That's 30 miles away. So it's like this whole network of special places to me and others is going up in flames. So it's quite unusual from what we've experienced in the past.
My daughter said she went hiking last week in an area that was there last week, and it is gone today. Yeah. You know, I know you're familiar with these Santa Ana winds. I know you're also familiar with the fact that a lot of insurers have pulled out and are not insuring homes. How worried are you looking ahead, knowing that these fires are only going to consume more homes, and whether or not people you know and love are going to be able to rebuild?
Yeah, I think this is a crisis for all of the West Coast. You know, here it's fires, it might be flooding or rains, and insurers are getting worried about these natural disasters. And my mom has finally had enough of this. This is the 3rd time that we've housed her during one of these events, and part of the problem is she can't get insurance anymore and has had it pulled back, and she's ready to leave. And so this is a problem that I think the entire nation is going to have to deal with, particularly as climate impacts worsen over the next couple of decades, this insurability crisis.
Well, for us here in Washington, it's flooding, it's potential earthquakes, so we understand what you're talking about when it comes to insurance and difficulty in getting that. I just want you to know that our hearts are going out to you and everyone there who's been impacted. I know your wife, Erin, who's born here in Seattle, and at least her family and your extended family, at least here, can see that you're safe. We hope that you stay that way. And thank you for taking the time. I know you have a house full of people who've evacuated. We so appreciate you putting a face to the tragedy that's unfolding there tonight. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm going downstairs now to cook dinner for all these people as well. So, if there's any positive that can come out of this, it may sound crazy, but it brings people together, and people are taking care of each other. It's good to see amidst all the heartbreak.
The humanity that comes up. It's people like you who are reaching out to your neighbors and friends that does put at least a silver lining on this, that at least people have help when they need it from people who care. Thank you, Matthew King. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.